Every problem you are left to handle on your own, the less attractive the narcissist becomes to you. A narcissistic relationship is just the opposite of everything that a true partnership stands for. What is a partnership all about? It's about support, it's about comfort, understanding, being there for the other person. Not about this is my job and that is your job. Even that does not happen. There is no equality in such a situationship. You have to be the man all the time. You have to be the other person. You are raising the kids while simultaneously protecting your family. You are earning the money. You are making sure bills are paid. You are doing everything. You are a dual partner, a dual parent. Every single thing that the other partner needed to be for you. And that builds resentment. That makes you angry. That makes you irritated. Even their voice, their smell, their sight irritates you. And then they say, oh, what's wrong with you? Are you into somebody else? Are you dating? Are you cheating on me? Absolutely not. I'm just done with you. But you don't want to understand why. And this is also the reason why a lot of women in these relationships turn masculine, not in a stereotypical way, but the way they function, because there is no support whatsoever, and they have to be what they call the man of the house. If you need help with healing after narcissistic abuse, join Thrive After Narcissistic Abuse membership community, where I help you go from surviving to thriving. Link is in the bio. I will see you on the other side.
Any comments on that? My regards, best regards to the person who went through this and who knows exactly what she was going through. We weren't friends, but shout out to you, Fred. Now you know what it is. So and he uses his masculinity as a reason for cheating on me, saying it was my fault because I was more man than woman. I have to be the mother too. They watch you struggle and then tell you what we should have, that we should have asked for help. There's no friendship in a narcissistic marriage. Truth. He wouldn't help with sink repairs, tree problems, never cooked and left dirty dishes for me everywhere. I resented him every passing day. Seriously, I think this, being my truth, helped me to be more confident in myself and my abilities. I just had to get him out of the way. It actually helps. He will tell me that I have too much testosterone, and I will exactly answer that, of course, I am the man of the house. His only job, according to him, was making sure the outside of the house looked good. Just like him, only worrying about an outside exterior image, while inside, him and the house is rotten and dirty. He wanted nothing to do with everything that goes on inside the house. Cleaning, the kids. After 23 years and your page, social media, opening up my eyes. I am done. It has been so liberating. Nothing but peace. No angry man criticizing and telling me no. I'm so shocked that my soft feminine side is emerging. So happy. My inner feminism and softness was hidden so long as I was trying to be masculine, juggling every damn thing by myself. Not giving up my job after I had kids was one of my greatest gifts to myself, because I was able to start over on my own after we divorced. It was a divine way out of an arduous 19-year relationship. I remember one time we were heading home on a 3-hour road trip and my car broke down. I was scared, didn't know what to do. I pulled into a cafe and tried to get my bearings. He sat in the car and scrolled while I got out, looked at the engine, and called my dad. He literally stared in the car and asked me what I wanted to do. I wanted to cry because I was raised with men who actually knew how to do things and take care of women. He said it wasn't his car, so it wasn't his problem. That's how actually it happens. And sometimes for ladies, it's shocking to face this kind of like treatment when you, especially when you were raised in a household when man was taking care of things like that, when men was providing financially, when men were taking care of things around the house or outside the house, and now it's you who has to do everything, even repairing the car. Sure thing, sometimes women know better how to do, let's say, men things, but okay, those are stereotypes. But it also depends on what's fine for us and what's not fine for us. Me, I was raised in a culture when we are ladies, we're extremely feminine and we don't really do this kind of stuff around the house. We shouldn't bring something to the table or earn money for the budget, family budget. It's either we either stay alone and we're managing by ourselves everything, and our family helps us. But we're working, we're doing everything, we're doing career, we're staying beautiful, etc. Not for someone, but for ourselves. Either if we let someone enter our life, if ladies, from my country, from my culture, from my environment, if we let someone enter our lives, we expect, sure thing, that this person will bring something good into our lives. And when we face this kind of treatment again, it's so shocking, it's so discouraging, and you don't know, you start to think maybe there's something wrong with you, but no, there's nothing wrong with you. If you don't feel fine about something, about this kind of treatment, whether it's narcissistic relationships or not, it applies to men too, actually. If you don't feel like you are able, if you don't feel like you can or want to do certain things when it comes to family, when it comes to relationships, if you don't want to provide, or if you don't want to do things around the house and you don't want to hire anyone for that, it's okay. Just you have to choose the partner who will be okay with that. But when the partner don't tell you, and or when you try to change someone, it's unfair. So here I clearly see that girl, lady is from completely different environment, and that also creates a huge struggle, not the narcissism of the person or whatever, but it is what it is. Let's carry on. But when he said it wasn't his car, so it wasn't his problem. 3-hour road trip. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's not how it should be, I would say, in any kind of culture. But they will never admit that as what you did and did 99% of it. They will tell others different and spin the narrative. That is what these guys did in my old relationship. They will never own up. I think they will never grow up. Maybe own up. Maybe there's such a phrase. I just never heard it. But yep. I've heard it. I've heard it many times when the lady was actually doing everything around the house. It's maybe it didn't happen so long ago, and I heard it's like these people, I know these people personally, and lady was doing everything around the house, and her husband, but not really husband, he was saying everyone that actually it's him, that he's buying gifts, that he's doing everything, and then turned out that actually she bought him cars, she bought him computer, and he was just giving her some, if she was lucky enough, some gifts from stores like Dollar Tree, or like some, it depends on where you live, on what area you live. But in Europe, it's Z-Man. It's like the stores when you can buy something extremely cheap and something you don't really need for €1, for €2, for €5. It's a lot. So she was giving him a lot of very necessary and very expensive gifts, as I said. And he was giving some kind of a garbage to her. And after that, he was telling everyone that I'm giving her gifts and she doesn't appreciate it, and she never gave me ever anything. And then turned out that actually it's vice versa. Same thing about the household, who's buying food, who's bringing, who's taking care of kids, etc. And it's sometimes when you wake up and you understand that this person, first a liar, and second, it's so ridiculous. It's kind of a reverse projection, because this gentleman was saying that this lady doing nothing, and she's masculine and everything, and now I understand why she's masculine. My moment when I realized how much I did was when I made a comment about how some spare lumber from the deck needed to be moved before the first snow. He said, yeah, it would take 2-3 other people to help him, but it would get done. Fast forward 4 months, and first snow was coming. I made a comment about it, and he said, well, you've been home every day, you could have had it done. So it takes 2-3 people to help lift it, but I was expected to move it by myself. No comments. I remember at a doctor's appointment, and he asked a question about how much I thought I could lift. And I said 60 pounds, and he laughed and said, how do you know that? Most women say I don't know. I said, because I was moving bags of big gravel. And then he said, why? Aren't you married? Why isn't he moving it? The thought that I was actually moving it and my husband watched me move it shocked him. And I said, if I want it done, I have to do it. That's simple. And then he jokingly said, I think you need a new husband. He wasn't wrong. Actually, my mom has the same problem. So she doesn't ask for help anymore. She prefers to get it done by herself, because she had exactly the same kind of experience. They want to teach you life by making you struggle. If they offer any kind of support or help, and you depend on them anyway for a while, they resent a lot and label you as incapable. It's interesting because he's okay to help everyone else except me, his wife. If I ask, it's a burden. Then he says, after all this, I don't know why you're never affectionate with me. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because she's the man here. She will not be attracted to you. She's managing everything by herself. And what women needs is not the same what men needs. So, gentlemen, if you carry on doing these things, be prepared. Ladies, I'm not talking about being completely incompetent, because you have to know a lot of things yourself. You have to be able to do a lot of things yourself, but do it for you, not for someone else, and not instead of someone else who is capable to do that, unless you're asked and unless you think that that's fine for you. Because most of the time, we know it's not fine for us. We know that it's going to be super complicated for us, and we don't ask for help. Because what actually happens here is we ask for help our partner. Our partner says, yes, I'm going to do that. And if one day you will decide that it takes too long for your partner to do what he promised to do a few months ago, you ask someone else, your partner is gonna be mad when it's done, and he will say, why didn't you ask me again? Why didn't you remind me? And stuff like that. But you were reminding him. But what you get when reminding him is he's getting mad. He will always be mad. Whatever you do, it will never be enough, especially in narcissistic relationships. So choose wisely and take good care of yourselves.